Okay.
Take three.
Take
Right.
three.
Take three.
All right. Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Dear Women I Got Y'all. I am your host, Jasmine Griffith, and we have a really good, juicy episode today. So today's episode is about unmasking masculinity, and I have two of my greatest friends here today to kind of unravel some personal conversations around men and their emotions, how to navigate emotion in relationships, and what us women need to know about dealing with men and their emotions. So to my left, I have Evan. Evan, can we give a round of applause for Evan? Woo, woo, woo. Can we have a quick little intro?
What's up, y'all? My name is Evan Brock. I am Jasmine's brother and best friend, and her headache on certain days. Therapist every now and then, and great supporter. So we are here to give you ladies what you want.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. And next to my right, we have KB, aka Chris Brown.
Pleasure. KB, Chris Brown.
Pleasure.
KB_XX. I'll holler at your boy.
That's not to the end.
Oh, well.
Okay,
You
go
want
ahead.
to? We tell them
here now.
twice. Let them get it twice.
But yeah, now that's my sister family. It's going to be fun. Good
Awesome.
podcast coming.
Awesome. Okay, so today we're tapping into unmasking masculinity and most importantly, really understanding like you guys' emotions when it comes to not just relationships, but work and life. So one of the first questions I want to ask, and whoever wants to go first, is how do you define emotions? And like, what does it mean to you currently in your life of what you have going on?
Are you an emotional man?
Not really.
Okay, see.
But I understand them right now.
Do you understand emotions?
It was maturity. So it comes in many different ways. I mean, when you think about emotion, but men really, I don't think we express it too much when it really comes down to it.
Yeah.
I think we internalize most of our emotions.
Right.
But hold on. But what is it though?
Yeah. Like,
So
what
What
is
is
emotion to
emotion?
you?
To you, what is it?
That's a tough one. I mean, it can be an expression to some people.
Yeah.
To myself, to me it's internal. It's navigating certain feelings. It could be sadness, anger. It's developed over time. Before I used to express it, different anger, things like that, and sometimes every emotion would just turn to anger.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I'm with you. I think emotions are layers of understanding who you are.
Yeah.
And it's just, like you said, it's hard sometimes when you feel something, especially like when you feel something that you haven't had consistently, so you're aware of what it is and know how to operate. That's probably like the scariest part of what, feeling what emotions, I guess, are supposed to be.
And it depends on the man too. We were taught different. We were taught to kind of suppress, keep a level head about things regardless of how you're feeling. Don't show it. That's just the reality of it. So to me, it's internal.
Yeah.
It's how you kind of focus it.
Yeah. Do you feel safe expressing your emotions? And I don't mean that even from a relationship sense, but even to yourself, like when you're feeling something and you're going through something, do you feel safe to acknowledge like, this is what I'm feeling in this current moment of time or what I have going on in my life? If it's with, you might have got fired from your job or you might be having a situation at home with your relationship. Like, do you feel safe acknowledging kind of like those emotions within yourself?
I'm very comfortable with myself right now.
Good.
But it's been before it wasn't though.
Yeah.
Before it was like, but again, it's to myself for the most part.
Yeah.
It's not really. I'm not gonna show somebody if it's girlfriend, friend, whatever. I might wait to the house before I actually show something.
Yeah.
Happiness, of course, we can all feel that together.
True.
But when it comes to being sad, when it comes to being mad, it's more related to his weakness.
Yeah.
So you don't tend to show that too much.
Yeah. It's interesting you say that though, because I feel like women are the opposite. Like women, we're naturally supposed to be emotional. Like we're naturally supposed to show emotion. But like when a woman, like for me, I feel like I can be a little aggressive at times.
Fly off the handle.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or I feel like sometimes I don't know how to express emotion the way that most people expect a woman to, and it's kind of looked at a double standard in a sense, because it's like you acting like a man, you being too manly, like you need to like chill for a second. So I think it can be the same from both sides, but I think no.
So what do you said? So what do you think is expected?
I think it's expected of women to be able to tap into her emotion. It should be like second nature almost. It should be like natural. Like if a woman is feeling sad, or it's okay for her to cry, versus like if a man is feeling sad, like if you're crying, it's like, whoa, what's going on here? Like he's crying, this must be serious, right? I can count on my hands how many times I've seen a man cry. Like it's just not a thing. And when you see it, society tells you, man, that like he crying, he's weak. Like you see the guys on social media that might be crying because they lost their girl, they just lost their family and things of this sort, and they're crying. And you're like, look at this guy, like he's weak, but at the same token, he's not weak. Like he just lost something that's important to him, but society, you laughing, but society.
no,
Nah,
because
what I'm
okay.
laughing at because I'm thinking about the people that go up there like Tyrese and they just sitting there
Yeah, well,
crying.
Tyrese is exception, but you get, you know what I'm saying? You get my drift.
But
Nah,
I'm saying,
for real,
like, when
dude.
you saying that, I guess men or people say that you handle as a woman emotions like a man, or that you're showing emotions like a man. Is that because you're not showing sensitivity in what you're expressing, or is that your delivery?
Damn.
Is that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
No,
is it like
that's all facts.
so like
It's-
what is considered a woman showing her emotions? Is like you acting like a dude. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because on the flip side now, well, at least in this time frame now, I think a lot of women are kind of putting men in the sensitivity box.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They be like, man, he's soft. Like it's the way that, I guess, it's a real sticky line for being able to express yourself.
Yeah.
And then being considered not
But
masculine.
I get what Jazz talking about. What do you see right now? Women talking about, oh, I'm in my soft era.
Yeah, my soft life.
Soft
life.
life. What does that mean? What is soft
living
life?
a-
Because they
living
came
a soft
over
life.
here to that hardcore life, and they was like, man, they got tired. Bro.
Yes,
They
really
came
ain't
over-
like
living a
that.
soft life.
Be like, y'all see,
Yes.
no, they came up and saw what we go through. And so now they want to be on the soft life. They try to be hard, you know what I'm saying? Tough feelings, all that. Hey,
City girls are
savages,
soft.
hot girl summer, backfire.
But I also think it depends. Like I also think it depends on like your upbringing and who you've been around. Because there's some men that have been raised solely by women, and I feel like, and I'm not speaking for every man, just from what I see, they're a little bit more tapped into their emotions versus like for me, like I was predominantly raised by my dad, so I feel like that's why I could be a little bit more, like you said, I'm maybe not sensitive to certain things, like, or my tonality or like how I might speak and communicate can be a little bit stronger, but that's because I grew up in a household where like I wasn't really taught emotion, I guess, per se. You know, like I was told to be taught like this is how you kind of speak about things. So it also depends. I just think women just don't like a soft man because they automatically think it's weak, and society just also puts that out there.
But this the thing, you can be a man that's not soft.
Absolutely.
But the way that you express whatever's bothering you might come off or be considered soft.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's where tears come in. That's where if you say something, if we're in a relationship and you say something to me, I'll be like, yo, that hurt my feelings. Like, men can't say, what you said hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
So your girl can be like, what? Like, get out of my face. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, you don't.
But you can't see that though.
No, it's not accepted like that. It's truly not something that's just like, come here, baby, this is say so. I hurt your feelings. Let's talk about it. Like, it's. I don't think it's a lot of women that do that. There are given some women that
Yeah.
will take the time and patience to do that, but I don't feel like that's just.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that men aren't allowed to, I think, comfortably talk about in a relationship because of a woman's reactions or possible feelings that may arise from it. So they kind of just don't do it. And or for us, we compartmentalize what we feel like is safe and not safe to express. Like we're a provider, so we can't step in the household and feel like we express something that's soft and to our woman, well, we're supposed to be the strong one. We're supposed to be the providing one. You know what I mean?
100%.
So it's a lot. It's a little hard.
So my viewpoint on a woman in that front is they're looking for the right man to be able to have that perspective with. So they're looking for somebody that can be that rock in a sense to even have the ability to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
So no woman's just, oh, well, you soft too. I'm gonna open up to you. Like, nah, like I need you to be that one.
Yeah.
So when I look at that, if a woman's not kind of in her soft era with me, it's like, I'm looking at myself.
Yeah.
What am I not doing right?
But it might not be you though.
It might not be, but that's how I view it.
It just might be what they've been through, or just
100%.
because, you know what I'm saying, a lot of women don't want to be vulnerable. Like
Yeah.
they scared it. We can handle heartbreak or hurt feelings a lot easier
Yeah.
than women do. You know what I
know.
mean? Well, we know.
Well,
we know. We
everybody different. Every situation is different.
Still gluing some of your pieces together.
Right.
But I get you. But you know, but on average,
Yeah.
let's
Nah, I
just
feel what
say,
you're saying.
you know what I mean, on average. So
Yeah.
I think there's a thing.
I will say this. I think and I like talking about this conversation because I think a lot of the time when it comes to, and we can shift the gears to relationship, I think a lot of time when you talk about relationships, it's always what a man can do for a woman. So I think a man is always so like, how is she feeling today? Sending her flowers. You have to be the provider. If she's on her period, she's feeling a certain way. Like, I think you have to be super attentive to a woman that I feel like sometimes women also forget that you guys have emotions too. Like, you guys might have a bad day. You might have shit going on. And it's like, we're so oblivious to it because we're just so selfish, right? We're so focused about us. And it's like, I don't care about what you got going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, didn't I just tell you I just got fired from my job today? Like,
Right.
didn't I tell you such a, and it's like, I feel like, you know, those are some challenges that men face, especially like when dating. Like, have y'all had any challenges like with women specifically as far as when it comes to like wanting to express yourself or something, you know, you're going through something really serious and it's like, yo, I need you for a second. Just 1 second. I need it to be about me for just a second.
I mean, yeah, but it's like, well, for me, I just kind of like suppress that and just deal with it. You know what I mean? Like, even if there's something that I need, but she's not giving it, then I'll be like, you know what? I'm not even about to go back and forth about it. Like, okay, what's up? Cool. I'll handle mine on my own. And,
That's wild though. Like,
or, you know, tell your friend.
I do much better communicating right now. Like,
crash course.
yeah, like for real, I think it comes with maturity in a sense.
Yeah.
But if you realize, because the way I think about it for a woman, I feel like a woman at times, she's sitting there wanting you to read her mind.
Yeah.
That's a
That's
lot.
us.
98%.
That's us.
You're wanting her, like, she just sitting there like,
Be
you were
pissed.
supposed to know that. You were supposed to do this. That ain't the case. Like,
Yeah.
You're a smart man. You're supposed to know this already.
Yeah.
Whoa.
and if you get it, like, good for you. But the ones that don't, so it throws it off. So I kind of think about it that way. So it's like, if I don't communicate what's going on, then there's a picture that you're not able to paint.
But like you talked about suppressing for a second, like, but how does that affect you on the day to day? For me, like after a while, I'm a woman, I can be a little sensitive, but like if I suppress so much, like eventually I break. You know, eventually I've had my breaking point. I'm over. I don't want to talk to nobody, and it affects your mental health, I guess, in a sense. And not to go so deep into that, but like, how does that affect you? After a while, like. You may got shit going on too, like men still trying to pay their bills, you know, you might, you know, relationship issues, you got family issues, you got to send money here, like it's so much going on. Then I got to worry about you and your feelings of what's going on and you complaining to me about some goddamn trip for your birthday. Like, girl, I got so much other things going on.
Yeah.
Like, how does that affect, you know, your overall mental health, like, and how you operate on a day to day? Because I would crash.
No, I mean, you can, you know, pressure bust pipes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you do continue to suppress something that, let's just say, if you suppress a couple of things, then you might be all right. But if it's something that is continuous and it's multiple things over time that you continue to suppress, then like you have no choice but to explode, and that relationship is going south, or you know, you as a person, you might go south as well. But I do think that maybe even sometimes as men, like if a woman is truly nurturing, catering, and she really wants to know your true feelings and accept that, right? All it, and she's like, hey, like talk to me, tell me how you really feel.
You said
like
a partner? You're a partner, right? Like somebody's gonna hold you down. Like
where you want to put it?
Yeah.
I mean, so like, because my thing is like, we as men, we might not even be able to receive that or know how to receive such a welcoming thing where it'd be like, is this a trick?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I come in and I actually do flood you how they flood us with all their problems, it's like, how you really gonna take that? And she gonna be like, ooh, well, he got a lot of baggage. I'm out, sis.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is this YSL?
No,
kind of
it's
pillow is it?
Amazon.
Bro, this thing's so soft now.
What is that, velvet?
No,
I mean, it's been, I've been wanting to ask you, but it's
it's
just felt
Amazon.
the way it feels on my skin.
Oh my God, it's Amazon.
I wonder if they got drawers like that.
Oh boy.
My bad.
Okay,
They definitely do.
so shift to a second. I know we've been talking about relationships and stuff, but have you guys soft girl era, soft life era is about? I talk about it, so I'm one of those. Hello, healing girl. What's up? But we're big on wellness and meditation and therapy and journaling. Like, what is your whole, you know, perspective on journaling and therapy? Like, is that something like you like, Jasmine? You got to be kidding me. Like,
No, I mean, do you want this first?
Like in what way? Like elaborate.
Journaling your emotions.
Yeah, I
Do
was
you
about
have
to
a
say.
diary? Do you got a mannery? You got a little man diary?
For the men, yeah,
like,
I definitely don't.
No, but what I'm saying is women, we deal with like healing and we deal with our emotions our way, which is meditation.
I go play
journaling.
basketball.
That's crying.
Right.
I go to the
so,
Y'all
gym.
is crying, venting to your girl.
absolutely.
Throwing fits.
Absolutely.
Shopping.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Yeah, I got
Going
four
out.
You go
of
back
that.
to basketball. Do you do therapy? Like,
So I just tried therapy. I did a few sessions.
how was it?
Oh, damn.
Yeah. It was
It was
was
it was kind of like you was on the couch or you was on Zoom.
Nah, I went and sat on the couch.
Oh, how was it?
I ain't laid back, but
How
but
was
nah,
it?
it was different. Cause I'm the type of person that's like you can work through whatever you need to work through on your own.
Yeah.
And I'm numb to certain things. So it was like, all right,
Cool.
I'm not going to a therapist to solve my problems and tell me what I need to do. I'm going to collect my thoughts.
Yeah.
So that's really what I was looking for. It was interesting. Shout out to my therapist. She held it down. She was able to get some things together and really just perspectives and put some structure around the way I was thinking and how I work through things.
Would
So
you
it was
go
cool.
back?
Did it make you cry?
No,
So you didn't really tap into those deep emotions.
I tapped in
But does
before
that
that.
But does
tapped in
does
before I
crying
got
mean
there.
you tap into your deep emotion?
Yeah,
Like you have to
yeah.
cry?
What? Yes.
When's the last time you cried?
That's a good question.
When's the last time you cried?
Truthfully?
Truthfully.
All right, truthfully.
Yeah.
So prior to this time, let me just say that it was like, well, does celebration cry count? That don't count.
No, we talking about being
Okay,
down.
all right. So before the time I'm about to tell you, probably like middle school, honestly.
Really?
Yeah. So actually,
That you cried.
Yeah,
Wow.
no BS. So honestly, like
You a robot,
2 weeks
bro.
ago, I just like my emotions are different. I just
Evan
don't,
has
I
a
don't
great
cry.
life.
Great.
No, so like I literally when I was in Kentucky for my grandma's funeral, so like I don't know what happened. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, like I don't know what happened. Like emotions just hit out the blue, and so like I actually ended up tearing up crying about my sister. Now it wasn't like a super cry, but it was like the man tear.
Right.
And it was, of course, my grandma's funeral was going on, but the emotions came out in regards to me talking and thinking about my sister because she was going through cancer and stuff.
Correct.
So it was a little situation that happened, and so I'm like, I was like, where did these
Yeah.
come from? You know what I mean? Like
You made me cry,
it
shut
just
up.
came out, but I was like, where did that come from? Sorry,
Yeah.
I just,
You felt uncomfortable.
hell yeah, like what you
shake it
crying
up.
for?
Did
You was
Nah.
at-
did
you in
people
public?
see? Were people around? I was like, that's you.
Yeah. I was
So that's why you
felt
had to.
uncomfortable.
But I mean, and I was talking to somebody, but I was like, yo, like, oh, damn.
I see your eyes watering up because you about to make me cry right now. Shut up.
My eyes ain't watering.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
See, that's the only thing. So I
got
can
it.
chill, but when you start talking,
Yeah.
people like, yo, you okay? Like, yeah.
So, but look, so now that it happened, like I feel some kind of way. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
so I was like, man, am I going through a midlife crisis? I
No,
was
that's
like,
just, it's a natural emotion.
man. Hey, look, that thing threw me off for a second.
I
It take a
already
couple days to be like, what did you do?
Wow. What
Yeah,
about you?
that was interesting.
If you feel comfortable sharing, of course.
Okay, it was a few weeks ago.
We know,
Yeah.
we know when you was crying.
A lot going on. But but it was like, it was private though. Just like,
Yeah.
just needed to,
Oh, one-on-one by yourself
Life was life.
oh yeah, it's a fact.
in the car.
Definitely in the car.
So you cried twice in 3 years.
Oh no, I've cried more than that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you really touched. I commend you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You'll
I
never
don't know.
see me though.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm one of them, like, oh, Bree's always good.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm cool.
I've talked to you though after a good cry. Like I know I'll be like, yeah, he definitely done let it out.
But I normally don't even talk to people until I'm together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm cool.
Yeah.
But it ain't often, but it's like, I'd say over the past, I got a movie going on right now. But it's
It
like,
really does,
yeah.
actually, in the book.
There's a lot going on, but it's
Yeah.
I'm blessed. I'm cool. So I know I always come back to that reality.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
But it's just exhaling.
Do you guys feel comfortable like crying in like a relationship? Do you feel comfortable talking about that you're going through a tough time? Do you feel comfortable saying, hey, I'm going through a financial hardship, I'm having issues with my family? Is that something that you've ever felt comfortable doing in a relationship, or does it like it has to be a a special person, or it's like, no, I don't do that, that's not me?
I mean, so I've actually asked the question, what if I cried, or could I ever tell you too much, kind
Yeah.
of, just to kind of feel it
Did
out.
you gauge?
Yeah, and it was like, yeah, like it's fine, but I was still like, nah,
You ain't gonna do it.
not happening.
Not gonna
nah.
do it.
But I still think that goes back to our men foundation, regardless of what family, however you've been raised, whatever. I still just think that that's part of our foundation to not really give that kind of vulnerability. It's just you find a way, you make a way, you provide, you do what you need to do. You know what I mean? So
I feel like a man can only do that so many times with his person.
Yeah.
yeah,
Really?
because women look at women like, okay, say if you say finances and you bring it up, like that's a hard one to
It is.
really. Because,
Oh, you can't support me.
I think it depends on the partner that you have. I think this generation.
You got to have somebody really mature.
No, but I
yes,
also.
yeah, you do.
No, you do. But I also think, and I went through this where it's like, I feel like society says like a man can't be 50-50 with no woman. Like a man got to pay the way, got to do everything. And like, I feel like sometimes it's okay to, you know what I'm saying, pay 50-50 with a man. Like,
So I believe in
that's
traditional when
Right.
it really comes down to it. But I think this day and age, when it like the nitty gritty of it,
yeah, you
pressure.
gotta
if a
pay my
man
bills,
if a
buy
man
me out.
fold and like if he down on hard times, like
It's a wrap. They
Yeah.
out. It's
it
just
ain't
like,
too many women out here holding that down.
No,
Yeah.
it's just like
They oh, I'm gonna go to that, especially if you look good. You got options. They in their DMs.
out.
You looking at social media, it's a whole nother
It's a
viewpoint.
whole nother
Like, oh,
mindset.
life is really supposed to be like this.
You
Like,
can look good and still be
nah,
broke,
your
though.
grandma was thugging it out with grandpa.
Yeah.
But, they don't. The
It ain't
mind
there no
doesn't
more.
go. They
Yeah.
don't respect that kind of hardship stamina. You know what I mean? Or if you
It
look
also
at-
depends on the man too. I ain't speak very
Yeah.
like,
It does.
Yeah, I mean, it's both. It's both. It's
but
your
I
partner
feel like
and
it's
you.
Yeah.
you got a card. You
Yeah.
can't just keep playing that card.
Yeah, but I feel like, and that's why I think we're older in our 30s and things of that sort, but I think it's important to have a partner where you can feel comfortable talking in all those facets, because I've also been in a situation where I'm like, yeah, I ain't got it. It just ain't happening. We can't go, whatever. So
Yeah, but it's okay for a woman to say that versus the men. Like
Really?
men don't care if we don't really care
Because
if
at
a
the end
woman
of the
ain't
day,
got
you
it.
like, all right, you ain't got it. I'm supposed to have it.
Right,
Yeah.
like women can't say that all day. It's like, okay, cool. You
but
know what
you
I mean?
still gotta have. I feel like it depends on the partner. I feel like you have to have a partner that understands not even just the financial piece, any piece where it's like y'all just have that type of bond where I can tell you this is what it is, and it's a no judgment free zone as long as you're doing something about it. Like I don't know. That's just me.
No, I mean we would like that. Every man would like that.
Yeah,
like,
but that's
for it
not
to be-
reality.
for it to be more
That is definitely
understanding.
not reality.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not reality.
Like
It ain't.
I might go sell a finger before I ask mine for some bread. Like I'm not.
Yeah. He gonna be on the corner with it. Before.
Yeah. What you need.
So before we come to an end, I really want to talk about how can women support you guys in being more like, to have a more like emotionally expressive environment? Like how can they create a safe space for you guys? Or do you feel like they can create a safe space for you? Because I feel like you're about to chomp me on my neck right now.
So I don't feel like they can.
They can if they want to, but go ahead.
So
Let's get to
my opinion is, I'm not gonna say a woman can't create a safe space. I feel like you can create a comfortable space, but for me, it's on the man. Like it to me is more internal.
Okay.
It's just like how I feel about a relationship. You can't step into a relationship broken. Like you gotta be happy for yourself. You gotta be able to hold your own down before you step into a relationship and say, all right, you're this and you got everything together. So that's just the way I view it.
You don't feel like you can heal with somebody? I don't feel like you have to have it all together.
You can heal with somebody, and when in a marriage, like at some point in time, you're gonna have to heal with that person.
Correct.
You're gonna have hard times.
Right.
I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is the man gotta have that in him. Like you can't just be out here lacking and feeling like you're gonna rest on your laurels. Like
But it's gotta be mutual, right? So the man, like you said, I agree with you, has to want to give his emotions, to the fullest or express them to his deepest vulnerabilities. But then the woman has to be really in a mental state to receive it, to where the man's not being judged. It's more so, I'm learning my partner even more. I want to figure out how to help him. I want
so
to
you
build.
made an excellent point being judged, because as soon as we feel judgment, like
Oh,
You
it's a
shut
wrap.
down.
it's
What? It's a
why
wrap.
I never.
Ego out the gone.
If I give you a little,
Out of there.
Yeah.
it's over.
What? Because like if I express that and then
You know
you
how
take
much-
a jab at it later, what?
Because
you-
women do bring stuff up later.
Like if a chick was like, I seen you cry the other day. Whoa, we're done.
Yeah.
What? You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel
Like,
pretty comfortable in saying, like,
I'm
regardless
good
of
with
who you are as a man, like your pride is here when it comes to that.
Yeah.
And when that gets tested and you feel like less of, yeah, it's quiet.
Okay.
well, so ladies, just
I was about to say, what advice? What advice
So,
do you
so
give
ladies,
to the women?
the advice I would give is literally just try to be, if you care about that man in whatever degree, whatever the relationship is, be consistent in addressing or acknowledge his feelings, whether he speaks on it or he doesn't. If you notice his mood changes or what he's going through, because a lot of women are very attentive to, how their man moves and like throughout the day and what he's going through. Like, just ask about it. And some men might not speak on it verbally, but your actions and what you see could be the answer to what he needs.
That's a good one.
You can provide. And vice versa. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think
It may not even be a conversation. You probably see it, notice it, whatever the case may be. Y'all know every time something changed.
Right. Every time.
If I don't put the same color socks on the next day or something, I like, he doing something different. So y'all gonna notice the change. So when it really comes down to it, it might just be there. Like, whatever type of love your partner is looking for, whatever type of love your man looking for, whether it be physical, whatever the case may be, it might just be sitting there and he want to lay his head on your lap. Like, it might not be anything verbal.
Yeah.
I might not need to say nothing. I need to get my thoughts together and feel good, like feel in a safe spot.
Hey, and to add on to that, the biggest other thing to put to that for the ladies is patience. Like, have patience with whoever it is that you care about.
Yeah.
Have some patience with that.
I'll definitely say that's something that I've been learning. One, patience. But two, more so understand. I think like women, I'm gonna speak for myself. I'm a person like, if I see something wrong, I want to immediately help. And I'm like, what's wrong? And men immediately, they don't be like, yeah, well, this and this goes. I was like, I'm good. And so for me, I just be like, nigga, I know you're not good. Like, I'm trying to help you. Like, my desire. But one of the things that I'm learning is sometimes you just gotta let a man speak when they want to speak, when they feel comfortable speaking, when it's time, and just give them the floor. Don't cut them off. Just listen to what they have to say, because sometimes they're just waiting for a special moment, or not even a special moment. It might be a quick moment. You might catch them where they want to express, and it ain't coming back. It's a one-time. It's like a one-time deal.
But I mean, and unfortunately, it shouldn't be like that. But that's true, because I know I've been approached, and a woman's told me like, yo, like, you can talk to me, like,
but that doesn't mean anything for you guys.
And at times, like, you're hearing it, you're receiving it, but it's still like,
I
I
want to say something, but I can't.
I'm straight. I'm good.
Yeah, it's something we gotta work on. Well, I appreciate you guys coming on the podcast on the first season. Let them know where they can find you on IG, because I know the ladies gonna be asking, because they always do.
Well, he's already put his out there.
Yeah, go ahead, put it again. Put it again.
One more time.
Go ahead, put it one time for them.
It's KB_XXI.
And he uses our hair products from Instagram. Mine is @ebrock21 on Instagram. I do not have a Twitter.
Young Killer.
Well, thank you guys so much for popping in on today's episode of Unmasking Masculinity. And you guys stay tuned for next week. Drop your comments, like, share, whatever it is. And peace out, dear women. Hey, y'all, what's up? It's Jasmine with Dear Women, I Got Y'all. And thanks for watching. Check out our other shows, Women of Tomorrow and Hidden Hands.